Today I'm working on a few things, one of which is to repair this back door. This is kind of on the luggage space at the trunk, and what had happened is it looks like the hinges down here had not been used in a long time and had kind of seized shut, and actually it almost looks like they've been painted shut. And so between that, the hinges being stuck, and then kind of the rotten wood in here, someone had flipped it open and ripped the screws out totally. So the screws are still sticking in there, but ripped those off the door. The ideal fix, I think, would be to kind of unwrap this, open up these seams, and replace the wood, and then wrap it back up, put new screws in and all that. The way that I'm going to try and do it, without getting into all that work, is I think I'm going to try and rivet just a new strip along here. There's some pretty good wood in the middle that I can put screws into, and then if I need to, I might not have to rivet. I think I can just put screws into where the good wood is at. So we'll run a 1-inch strip there of probably aluminum. I'm going to try and get these hinges freed up, and then after that I'm not sure if we'll have to rivet the hinge in. We probably will, but we'll kind of see what happens. So I'm going to start by greasing up these hinges and see how it goes. After looking at this, I did decide to go ahead and just open it up. It was pretty easy to bend this seam just a little bit and pull it open. And I can't believe it. It's got, so that rotten, probably 2x4 at the top, but then it's full of this really thick cardboard that's completely ruined and wet. So that is interesting. Yeah. I don't know exactly what I'll do. I might build a wood frame and just kind of stick it down in here and do a 2x4 frame, but I wanted you to see that before I pull it all out. Before I close it off, got my new frame built in here. It's just a 2x4 frame, and then I tried to make it look like rivets and sort of original by putting these, they're actually pocket hole screws. Don't worry, they're Amazon, so they're cheap. Putting those in and just running that around the perimeter. I'm going to do the top here, fold the metal in, and then I think I'm going to go to the hardware store and get some long screws. So there's a flat 2x4 here, and run those up into the sides, so like a 5-inch screw or something like that, because I would like the structure to be bolted to each other or screwed to each other. Right now it's only screwed to the thin metal, so it's going to be able to flex like crazy. I think that will strengthen it. So we'll run those in, and then we just need new screws for our hinges. I was able to get both hinges freed up, so I will do a hardware store run and show you the finished product. Here you go. I decided it's pretty dang solid without running screws in like I just talked about, so I'm just going to go with it as is. Could have gone nuts and run extra cross bracing and all that stuff, but just for a storage door, it's great. And I ended up using the same pocket hole screws here and everywhere. They're here and they're for free. So this was a no run to the store for free with stuff on hand project.